Oh God, it's Friday evening. I was going to do a garden tour. I was going to do it yesterday, but got home early. Had tomatoes to can. About 3:15, the rain started pouring again. All we get anymore is flash floods. Water just pours every time. Water standing everywhere. You'll have to look over the garden. It's growed up bad. It rains every week, 3 or 4 days of the week. 6 and 7 inch rains at a time. I don't know what we got yesterday, but it went from a little after 3 to about 7 o'clock last night before it quit. See, the jet setter and the jet star tomatoes are doing good. They still holding out for me. My little old carrot bed, if you watched the video of me putting the old carrot seeds in this little raised box, they're doing good, but the grass has got in it. You can't pull the grass out without pulling the carrots up. So we battled the grass every week, but it's winning. It's a little drier this afternoon because, of course, it's been hot all day. It's been up mid to upper 90s. Heat index has been over 100 since 8:30 this morning. Now, these are the pepperoncinis. And these are Anaheims, come think of it. That little plant was called a Bodhi pepper. They had them left over. A lot of people hadn't bought them. I don't remember if I gave 25 or 50 cents for it, but I thought I'd try it. I've never had one. But you can see it's got little green peppers coming out on it. Be interesting to try my pepperoncinis. Good waist high plant. I've actually picked a good mess of them. I've got a friend that really loves them. I picked him a bag full the other day. As rough as it's been, we're still blessed. There's still lots of things coming out of this garden. The red burgundy's starting to work. It hasn't produced enough for a meal yet, but it's getting the right size now. Starting to put on. A lot of little blooms. The cantaloupes there. The leaves is all died off. On the upper half, the lower half still doing good, but there's cantaloupes everywhere. They're all up inside the tomato plants. They're in the okra. They're growing out, trying to get into the beets I planted the other day on that video. Of course, I've got some fall tomatoes here planted. All different various sizes. My Clemson spineless, it's doing really good. Keep the big ones out. This row of tomatoes was the Rainbow and Abe Lincoln tomatoes. They've took the early blight. Plus some of them just dying off. They put out quite a few. Yeah, the weeds has really gotten to these, but stink bugs and tomatoes are still good size. That's that thing. Still got good sized tomatoes there. This jungle is bell pepper and jalapeno peppers. I actually got my plants mixed up when I was growing them from seed. I got jalapenos in the Big Berthas and the regular bell peppers all kind of mixed together. I got 1 or 2 in it. The jalapenos are actually down inside this wall of bell pepper. We have found out that bell pepper and jalapeno pepper will cross. So we've got some good hot jalapenos, and apparently we've got a few bell peppers that has some real good kick to them. I'm the pepper eater. My wife can't stand pepper. She's very sensitive to pepper, and she's let me know that her days of cutting up bell pepper out of this garden is over this year, because she don't know when the bell pepper's hot and when it's not. That's the Abe Lincoln tomatoes. They fell over the top of the water and going back down now. More Abe Lincoln tomatoes. There. I got to spray tonight. It's actually going to be dry on a Friday night. It's time to spray. The cucumbers, they're finally giving up, I believe. They've had a long season. We've been picking cucumbers probably since May. They're going down. I've got another one started already, so. This was the bean patch I made a video about. The grass has outgrown the beans, because I can't get out here and work in it. It's muddy right now with me trying to walk in it. One bad thing about clay, it's hard when it's dry, and it's slushy and hard to walk in when it's wet. You don't usually get much time in between. And if it dries up, I get to run the tiller and I can fix a lot of this. But I have little pumpkin plants, various ones. There's a couple of sugar pies, a Casper, and the other two is just basic pumpkin. They're getting a good start though. Like I said, everything's got eat up with weeds. My peas, my beans, I'm fighting the fight, but I don't know if I'm gonna win or not. This is more of the potatoes I've been planting for the fall. I've got several here. I thought I'd make it a raised bed where I get them out easier. I like the last one I built. Thought I'd try it again. A little cayenne. I got 2 of them. Forgot about my old sunflowers. Old big sunflowers. I got them from Baker Creek here. Supposed to be 13, 14 foot tall. I can't remember the name of them, but you see them if you go there. That's the little boy's picture with them. And then was bell peppers there. Before we get to the other garden, this is the other mess I've got. And that's where my son slid the lawnmower off the ditch. Normally in July, especially by the end of July and August, this little area through the yard is usually dry. We actually drive the truck and the tractor up through here to get back and forth to the equipment for the tractor. The video I'm going to show you a short clip of, you can see that yesterday you could ride a boat down this. Yeah, this is coming every 3 or 4 day event around here. Can't get the ground dried out long enough to do anything. The weeds are taking over the garden. Everything's getting thoroughly blight. And I'm getting wet, so I'm gonna have to step back.
It just piles there and it comes back towards the house. So we need to make it still a little higher towards at the house. Blow it back towards.
This has to be the first July I've ever seen it wet. This wet. Most time this is mowed and clean. Looks like a normal part of the yard. We can't get too close to it with the lawnmower right now. It's just soggy. Well, my pole beans are going downhill quickly. I'm gonna try spraying them tonight too. Watermelon, they're doing really well. I've got 5. I believe that's about ready. I did have squash and zucchini here, but the squash bugs found it. We had a battle for about a week, and I guess you can say they won. When the plant started laying down, I just cut them down, cleaned it up, and tilled them in. I don't know if I got any bugs or not, but they didn't get squash plants completely. New cucumber. This is my second bunch of cucumbers I got started. I knew the first ones would play out eventually, but they actually lasted longer than I expected. We've got, we've made 30 quarts of pickles. Due for a bean picking. It's got little ones on it. They ain't as long as they was, but tomatoes. My Romas are just about ready to play out. I've got 1 or 2 more good pickings on them. They'll be done. The beans, they're coming and going. I fertilized them. I think to spray them. We'll see if I can't get them. Put out another round. One more round would be good. Do have blooms though, that's good. Here at the end, I'm gonna put a video of the tomatoes we gathered this week. The reason I was putting tomato juice up, we put up 32 quarts of tomato juice so far. I've got more to do either tomorrow or Sunday. Okay guys, this is what we got this week in tomatoes. These bags full. These plastic trays are full. This is a week's worth. No, I can't complain how the garden's going. Tomato plants die. They've done far more than I ever expected.